He's a tough kid. We split last year 2-2. I beat him in the best out of 3 to make the U20 team last year, so he got a lot of history. He beat me up pretty good last year, like a year ago to the date at Vegas. He teched me, and I got a lot of respect for the kid because he kind of made me open my eyes a little bit. He helped me get a lot better, so I appreciate him. But that match, similar thing. He's really tough to get to. Get a nice ankle pick. You know, I'm not a huge leg defense guy. Like that's not what I'm known for. But I got a 4 there, and then finish it off with that re-attack. So it's a good match. He's a tough kid. I'm sure we'll have a lot more battles down the road.
Talk about the year you had, U20 World Series medalist. You had that experience under your belt.
Yeah.
How does that help you this year?
It's just remaining disciplined. Something I kind of figured out last summer was just how to be disciplined in my training, disciplined in my life all around, and how overall, the discipline, it pays way more dividends than motivation does. So I think just this past year I've learned how to be disciplined in all aspects of my life, in my training, in my home life, in my relationships, everything. So I'd say I've just learned a ton of discipline, and obviously I get a lot better at wrestling too every day. I wrestle with the best guys in the world. Literally every day we have the best wrestling room in the world. So, but I think I've grown more as a human in this past year, just my habits and everything that I have, and more than I have a wrestler.
Talk about Final X, and you were congratulating Levi, or he was congratulating you.
Yeah.
Vice versa. You guys both won.
Yeah.
And Mitchell's already waiting there, and we just watched Dake beat another Penn State along at this point with Carter.
Yeah.
So just talk about that room and then how you guys get better and feed off each other.
Yeah, and we got Lil and PJ too.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna forget all of them. But
yeah, I know it's hard for me to remember too. It's just like accountability. Like Levi's my best friend. Like I love that dude to death. We'll go fishing probably tomorrow morning when we get back. But I get to see how they live their lives, and like Dake and Carter and Aaron and Snyder and all these guys who have done it at the highest levels. I see what they do on a day-to-day basis, and it helps me as a person. Not that I'm copying them, but I can okay, this works. All right, take them, mesh them together. Now it's me. Then I'm gonna help the next guy coming up. So just nitpicking from each guy, and just having friends that are like me and Levi talk about this a great bit. But we go fishing all the time. We do stuff that's not wrestling, and like having high-level wrestlers that don't care about wrestling that much. Like I can be honest with you, I care a lot more about being a good person. I care a lot more about my family, my girlfriend, all the people in my life that I do wrestling. I love this game, I love it to death, but it's not the most important thing in my life. Jesus is, and all that other stuff I mentioned. So having people that are like-minded like that, if I go home and I have to stress about wrestling 7 days a week, I'm probably not going to be the wrestler I am. But if I go home, have a tough practice, get my butt beat up by Aaron Brooks, and then I can go fishing and not think about wrestling for 3 hours, that means something. That helps me. So just that stuff. Those dudes are great.
Yeah, and then I was going to ask about how, it seems like a youth movement's coming. The Olympics just happened, and maybe you're just wrestling with U20s, and a lot of young guys out there. But of course, you can't forget about Kyle Dake, just winning as well. So it's not a full transition or anything, but there's you're part of like a new generation. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I personally think it's crazy because I'm older than like Lilidol, PJ, Marcus, Jax, Forrest, Bassett. I'm older than all those guys, so I wouldn't even consider myself in the same group. Yeah, I'm a young guy, but like I was a little bit ahead of them, high school wise. But it like blows me off my feet. I think about what those guys are doing, in their senior, junior year of high school, and I'm like, man, if I would have came here as a senior in high school, I went 0-2, got tech twice, 10-0, been out of here quick. So I wouldn't even put myself in that group. I think those dudes are a special breed, and it's really cool to see. And I'm grateful that I get to be teammates with Lilidol, and Marcus, and PJ, and learn from those guys. Those guys are young and hungry, and they help me just as much as Dake can help me. So I love it.
Like a full room back in State College, everybody's still training for Final X.
I know. Yeah. What's that like? Lilidol. I think we got like 5 or 6. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's awesome.
A lot more wrestling to do.
Absolutely. We never stop.
Awesome.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.